impregnate to create Jesus when he was able to create all of life itself? And why a girl of 12 to 15 years who was not old enough to choose to think for herself, already married to a man? How do you tell your all-creator God, who is supposed to be the everything to your existence, that you will not carry his son? And then you're cast aside as your son becomes the new God. But it was your blood, your belly, your womb, your cells, your breast milk, your 9 months, and your grueling labor in a stable, because God couldn't even provide you a good home. Somehow needing to shame your poverty and your isolation in order for you to give birth. So there you were in the stables, surrounded by Mother Nature, all the animals, and all the stars, and all the hay and the grain that the land grows. And they were with you during the process. They were with you during the birth. And yet it was 3 wise men that came to bring gifts for the baby, following the star above. Isn't it interesting that the 3 wise men, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, all have the same numbers as the Mother, Maiden, and Crone, the true protectors and visionaries of life and land. So poor Mary, did you know? She probably did, but could not speak her mind. For her Father would bear down on her, cast his almighty sword, make her full of sin, projected from his own. The same man who somehow couldn't do it without her. The biggest lie ever told in the theological world, in the spiritual world. I find it interesting. Well, I find it, what's the word I'm looking for? I find it necessary in the wake of the Epstein files coming to light. And of course our patriarchal world will do nothing about it. Only Maxine Jeswell, the only female scapegoat, got imprisoned. Epstein himself is rumored to be living free somewhere in hiding. But I digress. In the wake of the Epstein files, the religious right is roaring their heads about returning to Jesus, returning to God to save us from the satanic practices of the Epstein files and the demons that run the world. Dude, your God raped Mary. She was 12 to 15 years old. And then you cast her aside to make her son the new God. The same God that you proclaim, that you pray to, the Jesus, he's the one that created Satan too. Satan is his. The demonic cult is his. You practice Epstein's eating of babies every week in Sunday service when you eat the body and blood of Christ. You are the pedophile practice. You are the satanic practice. Epstein and God are the same thing. Epstein, if you didn't know, the whole World Economic Forum, the whole make of the practice is a Jewish practice. They do not see God as the Messiah, but they do have the same pedophilic God who created all the male sins that they practice, all the demonic sins that they scapegoat Satan. And I'm not saying that Satan is a good guy or a bad guy. I'm just saying that it's all the same shit. And so then we'll have the Muslims come up and say, well, our religion is the best. While their own countries lowered the marrying age to 9 and have now created new laws where it's not considered domestic violence if you beat your wife and don't leave a bruise. Making sure that the women are hidden, cannot speak, cannot communicate with each other in public. It's all patriarchal religions. It's all Abrahamic religions. It's all pedophilia. It's all evil. It's all satanic. If you want to find in the Abrahamic lore of someone to worship, let it be Mary. Because that poor little girl, that poor teenager, she did the unholiest of tasks. Still made it through. She's one fucking hell of a survivor. And to me, if that's not a god or a goddess, if you want to call her that, I don't know what the hell it is. She bled like the woman of the land. She was surrounded with the animals of earth. She breastfed, raised him. She's the God that you should worship. If you're going to go the religious route, the Abrahamic lore route, she's the one.